Hello everyone and welcome back to Wolf Quest 2.7.2. We are here in Lost River today with the Starry Skies pack, continuing on with Clover's side story. Clover has been so amazing. You guys will know from previous episodes all of her special abilities, who she's descended from, Kuma and Willow, in case you didn't know that. And of course, if you guys are confused about what we're doing and what kind of wolves are involved and what our story is and what the plots are and what the heck the Sorrow of the Skies curse is, then make sure you check the video description because that Wolf Quest library will save your sanity and you will be able to find out all of the answers that you are searching. Yes! Okay! We just are running into another territory marker. And right now, what we are currently doing is we are searching for the black wolf that Clover has kind of had her heart stolen by. So we're hoping to find a black male dispersal wolf that will become Clover's mate. But we are also getting ready to go over to the back 40 and defeat the last of the wolf packs in Lost River, and thus complete Clover's side story and get ready to move back over to Kuma and Willow and the litter of puppies they're going to be having for their second litter. Don't forget to check the video description to vote on what type of spirits we're sending down for that second litter. Is this somebody who messes with foxes? Because look at this. There's a fox headed towards and intersecting with the territory markers. This is interesting. And the fox is going to be... Look at that fox. Can we sneak up on it? Nah, it heard us and ran off. It ate our lucky rabbit's feet almost. Rude. Well, let's go ahead and fill up and see if we can stumble on this wolf. But yeah, if you guys want to catch up, make sure you check the previous episode so you know what's going on. Oh my gosh, are you a red wolf? Why couldn't you be the one? Oh, it's a Van Winkle mill. Fight! Fight! Alright, you're not my family. Go, Clover, go. He's not boss. Everybody's knows Clover's reputation now, so apparently she can just chase all the wolves away. Is that gonna work? Alright. And there we go! Sweet! Alright, so Clover chased away another rival wolf. So she defeated that Van Winkle male, managed to chase him off. Apparently there's a fox involved now too. Can we get you? Can we chase you down? We did defeat a cougar, and I wouldn't have thought you could defeat a cougar, like you could actually fight cougars before that. Clever fox jumping over a log, making us trip on it. Are we gonna catch him? Ooh, that was a cliff. Nah, I think that fox is too fast for now. If you could maybe, like, we ran the cougar through a gauntlet of elk hooves, actually, and that was kind of amazing. Because then the bull elk actually did most of the damage to the cougar for us, and we just finished it off last time. That was amazing. Wasn't that fantastic? I still am loving going through some of the fan fiction you guys have written for that, because holy moly, that was so cool. But, oh, and then yes, so Clover just defeated another rival wolf, which means we get to roll really quickly, 1 second, and... Alright, so Clover has managed to earn another ancestor blessing. So she has gotten another ancestor blessing, and even if it doesn't get used by her because she's not going to be voted as the heiress, it can be used by the Starry Skies pack as a whole. So good job, Clover! One way or another, we're going to have a healthy pack, lots of ancestor blessings to save the puppies, or the adult wolves. And one way or another, we will be able to break the Sorrow of the Skies curse. But who knows what other types of curses we might run into in the future, too. Another Van Winkle male. Hey, I just told the last guy off. Oh my gosh! Clover didn't even wait! She just dove in there for the throat! Oh my gosh. I think this guy is, like, in charge, and he doesn't want to... Okay, come on, Clover. Don't die, Clover. Man, she's so tough. Clover does not... Wait, when she wants a wolf god, she chases him off immediately. Alright, sweet! And I'll roll again. Alright, and that one just alters difficulty for Clover. So she got the ancestor blessing last wolf, but this time she got the roll where we get to change difficulty, and since she's already on the easiest setting, she basically didn't learn any special secrets from that wolf about the pack territory or what's over here, or what's useful to eat, so he didn't have any useful secrets to give her a bit of a boost. And that's kind of how Clover stays balanced out. Alright, we do have a lucky rabbit's foot over here from Grandpa Atlas we can eat to replenish ourselves. And then we'll look one last time. I know I've been dragging this out, you guys, because I feel like she fell for that black dispersal wolf. And we're going to be picking from the wolves you guys actually list. So from now on, when we find mates and run into the dispersal wolves that will become our mate, I will be picking from the list you guys have created. You submit wolves by giving a name, description of the coat colors. I actually search by coat color when I am looking through a random list of names using the random generator to pick which one is going to be chosen as the mate. Let's see. So yeah, we will be using your guys' wolves as the dispersal wolves that we fall in love with. Are you dispersal wolf? You're a red dispersal wolf. Why do you have to be cool? And we're staring at the ground again. We've got to chase him off because she only wants to meet the black dispersal wolf. Phooey. But yeah, you guys know about that in case you don't. And I guess it's time to move up to the back 40. I really wanted to give her a shot. Okay, you know what? We'll move up to the back 40 by going over to the bluffs first. Just one last time. I know I'm dragging it out a bit, but I love Clover's story. I love the adventures that she surprised us with. And I really want her to find that wolf that she's kind of got her eye on. But yeah, in case you guys don't know what I'm talking about with submitting wolves, you go ahead and leave a comment with the name of your wolf. And you can only do one wolf at a time, mind you. The name of your wolf, a description of the wolf's coat colors and physical appearance. I actually use the coat colors, like I know I'm looking for a black male, so I use like I think Clover would maybe just take that, get out of here, coyote. But I actually I look up like search for black male, and then I use that from the description to figure out what potential mate Clover may have, because she's looking specifically for a black dispersal male. And then any personality, a little bit. Hey, get out of here. Now, she would definitely chase you off, coyote. City coyote. Trying to eat her elk. That's unacceptable. Clover's very fierce about her dominance of the city right now. But she'd be willing, unlike Quartz, she would be willing to abandon the city. Like, her aunt Quartz is also a city wolf, but I don't think Quartz ever left Lost River. I think Clover would be willing to go if it meant that she got to start her own pack. Like, she got to have inherited the pack of lands or things like that. But yeah, you leave the name, a physical, what on earth, Siri? I've got elk in my mouth or something, I guess. But you leave the name, a physical description, a personality description, and anything else you want, maybe a bit about the history, stuff like that. Try not to make things too dramatic or graphic, because some of the submissions are like really overly dramatic to the point where I don't think I'd be comfortable with reading them to everyone. So I probably wouldn't pick your wolf, because it's like, oh my, that's exceptionally violent and a little overdone. So we're not going to do that. So please don't do anything too violent or dramatic in bad ways, or really kind of violent ways or references to violent ways, because I don't feel comfortable reading those things to everyone. Ah, there's the elk. She tried to hide behind the school bus. We'll take her out really quickly. Clover's just gaining experience like nobody's business. She's a really good hunter. If we could just find that black dispersal male, we could totally impress him and be like, hey, look at this wolf. She's super awesome. You want her as your mate. If only we could find him again. But yeah, don't leave anything too bloody, too dramatic, too violent with the wolf history, or else I will not take your submission and add it to the list. But what happens is after you leave the name, physical description, and try to use coat colors that you would find in the game. Because if I run into, say, like that red wolf, I would look red wolf with like white patches or something like that. And I would use that to pick, okay, now I'm going to look at all of these wolves and run the random generator, and there's 5 of them, and the random generator will pick 1 through 5, and that wolf will be the wolf that I will pick. So that's how it goes. I save all of the wolves you guys submit into a big giant Word document. I sort them by their physical appearance or description, and then I go ahead and roll a random generator, like and also gender, so I know which wolf I'm going to run into. And then I roll a random generator and pick from there. Alright, is there a bear over here? Because sometimes a bear will show up over here. So if your wolf is not picked right away as the mate for either one of our side story wolves or our main heirs, don't panic. It's in the big giant list, and it may show up in the future. And don't forget, we already have a few hundred submissions. So it's very, very exciting. Alright, we're going to climb up here, and we're going to look one last time up here. Man, this is a cool little ravine. We're going to look one last time and see if we can find this wolf. And this has been a great challenge because it's really forced us to explore areas of Lost River. Are you okay there, Clover? You're kind of jumping up and down. But but it's really forced us to explore areas of Lost River that we've never poked at before. So if you guys have other ideas for side story quests, then go ahead and like title your comment side story quest, and I will search through the comments using those words as like the key to help me search. And then save all of those ideas into a big document to use in the future too. Because we've done over 200 episodes now, you guys, of Wolf Quest, and we're still going strong, and you guys are still begging for daily episodes. And I've been delivering now that my move is done, and I plan on keep going at least through August or longer if you guys are truly that into it and continue to support it as much as you do. And then we're going to come down here. And I just love seeing your wolves. I love that whatever dispersal wolves we run into and pick as mates from now on. Is that the black male? I can't see. Clover, get out. Dang it. See, this would be a gray, red, and white patchy male. And then we'll go ahead. Do I know you? You're not the one we're looking for. We're never going to find the black wolf again. We'll give it 2 more tries here, and then we'll just have to let Clover be lonely-hearted. Lonely-hearted. I'm trying to see if the dispersal colors are different if you go into each area. All right, we'll run down, turn around, run back up, and give Clover another try. Sorry, Clover. Okay, we're out of wolf territory, so you turn around and go back in, and you should have a new wolf that you could run into. But seeing your guys' fan art. Oh, yes, thank you, Grandpa Atlas. Oh, it's like Grandpa Atlas is like, oh, Clover, here, have a rabbit. Have a lucky rabbit's foot. So sorry you're struggling with finding a perfect mate. But yeah, really, you guys are, the community is what has brought Wolf Quest to life. And you guys, it's your suggestions to do these side stories. Like, you guys suggested doing the side stories. It's another lucky rabbit's foot. Does that mean this is a good dispersal wolf, Grandpa Atlas? Are you sending us signs from above? And it was your guys' ideas to do ancestor blessings. Or I think I came up with the ancestor blessings, but how to add them, how to use them was your ideas. Grandpa Atlas, this isn't the wolf we want to fall in love with. He's really cool, and he's all red and patchy and a nice little multicolor batch, but he's not the one we want. Okay, one last try. One last try, and then we will just have to move on and finish up Clover's side story. So sorry, Clover. And then don't forget to vote on the second litter that Kuma and Willow will be having, because Willow is expecting those pups, and when we pop back over there, we will be finding their new den and setting up their den. I imagine Spirit, who's their cousin companion for this generation, is probably ready to organize all the rocks. Spirit likes to line all of the rocks at the den up just right, and he likes to line up all of the twigs and everything in neat little piles. That's kind of the thing he does. So I imagine he's pretty happy about being able to organize up a new den. And don't forget you can... Are you... We're gonna go with it! We're gonna say this is him! We're gonna say this is him, okay? He's actually, I think, about as black as you can get, randomly generated. Perfect! We found him! Now not to chase him away! Okay. Alright. Oh my goodness. Hello there. Alright. I like you. Finally, we found him again. He's beautifully colored, too. Alright, and we do have the random wolf already picked out. So while these two are meeting and greeting, I would like to introduce you to... Let's see, can we do Let's Play? Yeah. I would like to introduce all of you to Cliff from Appleglow the Cat. Cliff is a male wolf. His fur is black with dark brown eyes. He is from a strong forest pack, yet that pack would be nice and help another wolf. He was neglected by his mother due to being weak, yet his father fed him, even though his mother told him to let nature take its course and let him die. His mother died shortly after from a fire. He became caring of the other pups and would never neglect any sort of pup. So that's kind of like his story. I'm reading it out from Appleglow. He has a strong love of heights, which is why one of the reasons when the random generator picked him, I was so excited because I was like, oh, that's perfect because we're right over up in the high bluff area. That's awesome. He has a strong love of heights and would complain if he wasn't on a hill or a mountain. So Cliff, there you go, buddy. He's fast, but his stamina falls quickly. He is, of course, dispersal. Although he spaces out sometimes, he is not very well at hunting elk, and he eats a lot and never seems full. He gets distracted by ferns and rocks, and when hunting elk, he usually trips over and gets distracted by the rocks around there. So I thought that was really charming. He's kind of goofy. He looks like he's really fast. And that's who he is. So welcome to Cliff. You guys, I'm so relieved and happy and excited because we finally have Clover's mate. He probably is about as black as you can get the wolves to be randomly generated as dispersal wolves. So Clover has really gone a long way. She has already managed to find a mate in Cliff, and I think he brings a sort of softer, lighthearted touch to help balance out her somewhat developed ruthless aggressiveness. And he's just charming. He has a love of heights. I really loved his description. I was so excited when the random generator picked him. And I love the fact that this wolf comes preloaded with a history, with a personality, with things that we are going to learn to love about him, because Appleglow the cat already had Cliff as a wolf, and now we get to carry on our bloodline, potentially, if Clover was voted the heiress, or if we decide to do like at least 1 or 2 side litters with her, if you guys end up voting on that in the future. But now we have combined our wolf bloodlines with Appleglow the cat's wolf bloodlines and have brought Cliff into our lives. And that is so fun, because now he's not just some sort of derpy, like, mate that we've picked up almost like a stray, the way it's felt like before. Whoa, that's a Cliff. I hope you enjoy it, Cliff. Ha 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 ha, puns. And it's just so fun to know they're a pair already. They're a pair, and they both have stories and they both have history. And I love that. So expect a lot more of that in the future, you guys, as we add in more dispersal wolves as mates to our heirs and as mates to our side story wolves. And if you guys are open to the idea of potentially following some of the side story wolves, like if we need a side story to go in between the litters, or if you guys want to follow just for one litter, like if Clover doesn't get voted heir and you want to follow her and Cliff for just one litter, we can do that occasionally as well, because it has been almost a year of more or less daily wolf quest, and we still have so much more coming. And as long as you guys love it, as long as you guys support it, as long as you guys are really binging on it for like a couple weeks, and then you go away for a couple of weeks, and then you come back and you binge on it again, and just as long as you are having fun, and as long as you guys are loving the stories, and as long as you guys are loving how much you can contribute to the stories by voting in the straw polls, submitting your wolves, submitting fan art, submitting fan fiction, talking and role playing. I've started seeing people role playing with their wolves in the comment section, which is amazing, like what we do with warrior cats. Then WolfQuest will be here for you. So thank you guys so much, and I am so amazed. This has really transformed into something so complex and something so much more because of you guys. So thank you. Oh, I'm just so excited because of Cliff. Cliff, welcome. Cliff, welcome with your history of having been a young weak wolf and then having gained a developed strength for taking care of pups after your mother died, and thank you for being so adorable. All right, so enough of this rambling, and next time we are going to dive back into the seriousness of being a wolf pack by taking on the back 40 wolf pack and seeing if we can defeat one final wolf from up there, so that Clover and now her new mate Cliff will be able to claim dominance of all of Lost River and have learned so many of their secrets. And then we'll be ready to move on and see what Kuma and Willow are up to and how their new litter of pups is going to be. So I'll see you guys then. Bye bye.